Hey guys, let's take a look at the Extreme Duty pen and the Investigator pen, both made by Hinderer knives, made in USA. So there you go, right there in Ohio. Both reasonably priced for the aluminum models. Of course, if you want to jump up, I believe they make both in titanium, if you can find them. And I think they make them in brass and copper. And they're a little more easy to find than like an XM18 and a lot cheaper. But anyways, kind of still on the high side for a pen. Well, I guess that would depend on who you ask, huh? But anyways, this runs around 60 bucks, and I believe this runs around 130 or so, something like that, just to give you an idea of what you might be looking at here or working with. I think both make great EDC pens. Really, I've been carrying this one around. My wife's carried this around a little bit. She's been happy. I've been very happy. Um, Want to run it up against maybe a few pens that maybe some of you guys may already have. Here is a Surefire, like a twisty Surefire. I don't know what model it is. You see this a little bit larger. This is also a little heavier than this. Um, Here's a normal Bic pen. Here is a Sharpie, which I think for the Extreme Duty pen would be the most comparable. Here is a Zebra F402. Probably everybody has a few of these laying around. So you can see it's about the same size as a normal pen. Here's a Parker Jotter. So it depends on what you like. Do you think you could carry around a Sharpie pretty easy? Maybe go with the Extreme Duty pen. To me, the Jotter kind of most resembles the Investigator. A little bit shorter though. But if you like how thin the Jotter is when you write and all that, you're probably going to like the Investigator a little bit better. So here's Investigator up against some of the others. The Investigator looks like it might be a little short, but I can promise you, for me anyways, it's not. I could write with this all day long. To me, as long as it comes up past this knuckle here, I'm good to go. So anyways, I'll show you what they look like on the inside here of the cap. So you can screw the cap on the back. There's the total pen overall. You can see with the cap off and on the back here, man, I would hate to get hit with that, especially like in the ribs or something. And the Investigator. Oh, that was already done. Both have plenty of grip milled in the aluminum. I believe these are the aluminum ones. Pretty sure. That's pretty pointy. It doesn't look very pointy, but that is quite the force multiplier. If you come down and crack somebody on the skull or on the side of the face, or hooked them up under their chin or something like that, or hit their sternum with the back here, I think somebody's going to at least back up. They're going to at least say, whoa, you know. And the Investigator, I wear maybe a medium to large size glove. It does stick out enough. I would hate to get hit with either one of these, especially on top of the head, or somewhere, anywhere in the head, or collarbone, or something like that. Shot to the ribs. Game over, man. Or at least back up. At least by a few seconds. So anyways, been carrying this for years, and I do love this pen. I don't think this pen's going to go out of my rotation, but I've been really enjoying this Hinderer pen right here, the Extreme Duty pen. if I could say this without sounding like a tactical mall ninja guy, for me, this feels like more of a self-defense option than this does. I did not buy this to maybe protect myself one day, although it is a tactical pen, and maybe you could. Um, but to me, this was more of a pen. This seems like more of a self-defense option. So you have all your I don't know if that'd be jimping, ridges, grip, whatever you want to call these ridges here. This, when you grip it, it's not going anywhere in your hand. The cap's all screwed down. There's other, they call it modular because you can buy different fittings and whatnot for the top here. There might be some other things as well. But how the cap screws down, everything, this is almost like a solid piece of steel here, aluminum. Be bad news to get hit with that. Where this feels like, there's no grip options. It's just kind of slippery or whatever. But this is a fantastic pen, not talking it down, just saying. Between the two, they both run around the same price. I don't know. I'm glad I don't have to choose. Let's just say that. There they are next to each other. If I haven't said, they both run off of Fisher Space Pen refills. So the refills are fairly easy to find. I believe REI has them. And a lot of different stationery stores and stuff carry the space refills. Great pens. And I think if you ever had to defend yourself, God forbid, might be a good option. Maybe a little bit better than your standard Bic pen. Or, another, maybe a Sharpie or whatever. A little more sturdy than any one of these. So anyways, that's what it is, guys. I appreciate you hanging out. These pens should not be too hard to find. If you want to find them in any of the exotic steels, them pens might be harder to find, but these pens are nothing like finding a Hinderer knife, or they're not priced like the aftermarket Hinderer knives. So, again, appreciate it, guys. Have a good day. See ya.